Welcome back. And if you're just watching, this is the program Sunshine Diary on Osrc television, and my name is Oyewumi Ayenigbara. Now, yesterday, history met responsibility as the governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Rimison Ayedatiwa, presented the 2026 appropriation bill before the State House of Assembly. A budget anchored on renewed hope, discipline, spending, and a clear roadmap to a more prosperous, secure, and people-centered Ondo State. Now, let's take a look at it. The government budget is presented to serve core functions that are essential for governance, resource management, and economic policy, which includes democratic accountability and transparency. The budgets will enable government to prioritize and also decide how much money will be spent on various sectors like healthcare, education, security, and infrastructure. In Ondo State, Governor Dr. Lucky Rimison has presented a sum of 492.8 billion naira appropriation bill to Ondo State House of Assembly for fiscal year of 2026, which will act as a plan for achieving the state's economic goals, which such as promoting sustainable economic growth, creating employment opportunities, provision of health, and viable infrastructure across the state. The budget tagged as Budget of Economic Consolidation proposed a sum of 167.5 billion naira for recurrent expenditure, while a total sum of 281.991 billion naira will be for capital expenditure. While presenting the budgets before the honorable members of the State House of Assembly in Igbatoro Road, Alagbaka, Akure, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa said that the proposed budget was an improvement to the 2025 budget, noting that the budget was prepared to consolidate the successes recorded by his administration.
Our progress charts, despite the foregoing speaker, are made bold to say we have, through very prudent management of our land resources, achieved remarkable progress in the last 1 year. I will endeavor to mention just a few. In the area of education, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have strengthened access to quality education through targeted investment in staff, infrastructure, and student support. A total of 2,100 teachers were employed for primary and secondary school across the state to enhance learning outcomes. The government eased financial pressure on families by paying 633.9 million naira for West African Examination Council fees for 23,048 students, and we fully funded NATA registration for all eligible public school candidates. Scholarship and bursary support of 350 million naira was provided to 11,358 tertiary institution students. Under the Osrc scheme, 286.7 million was released to support 4,837 students from Ilaki and the local government area, being the mandate area of the Commission. Towards revitalizing our public service for effective and efficient service delivery, we have also recruited personnel into critical sectors of the public service. These include about 500 medical personnel, these doctors, nurses, and other health workers for our hospitals and basic healthcare centers. 60 administrative officers for our ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, were also recruited. 120 forest officers and forest superintendents for the forest reserve, 20 legal officers, and 13 fire truck drivers.
Governor Aida is targeted towards completing all the ongoing projects across the state with a view to building on the existing development that has so far been achieved by its administration.
In 2025, significant infrastructural improvements were executed across the sector. A total of 134 primary schools were built and renovated alongside provision of furniture and learning materials at a cost of 6.738 billion. Another 60 secondary schools were rehabilitated with 3.108 billion naira. Technical colleges in Ileoluti, Okegbo, Akoko Southwest, Tupa, and also received major upgrades. Additionally, the long inactive Teaching Service Commission Testing Board was constituted to restore effective oversight and strengthen teachers' management. The Olusegun Agagu University of Science and Technology, OAUSEC, expanded its academic structure from 3 faculties to 7 schools, boosting staffing, teaching capacity, and internally generated revenue. The institution also made notable progress in supporting the state blue economic vision through a strategic partnership with the Caribbean Maritime University of Jamaica. OSEC is establishing a School of Maritime Studies and Logistics. This new school will be located in Bokoda to enhance maritime education and industry growth. Healthcare and health insurance sector. Mr. Speaker, the Orange Health Insurance Scheme, code name Orange, has been expanded beyond the formal sector to include informal workers, giving more residents access to quality health care. The Abiomo Maternity and Child Health Scheme continues to support over 40,000 pregnant women and children under 5 years old. To strengthen drug safety, the Task Force on Fake and Counterfeit Drugs deployed trust-scan devices for quick authentication of medicines. Our drug stores have been upgraded to pharma-grade warehouse standard. We have also improved healthcare infrastructure with multiple facilities renovated and over 102 primary healthcare centers upgraded under the World Bank supported impact project at a cost of over 7.2 billion naira, significantly boosting access to safe and affordable health services. In infrastructural development, Mr. Speaker, major progress has been achieved in road construction and urban infrastructure across the state. Key road dualization projects, including the Okiawe-Idore Road, Akumbai-Kare Road, and the 27.5-kilometer Oktuba-Igokoda Road, have recorded substantial advancement, while the Yerusalem-Shagari flyover is nearing completion. About 60 kilometers of roads are currently under construction or rehabilitation statewide, and over 386 kilometers of rural roads have been improved under the RAMP program in communities such as Idonwe, Ileoluti, Okegbo, and Ilaje local government areas. Major projects like the Odeajaka, Akotoko, Ijosun Road, Ipare Road, Abutu Okuta Road, and the Anglican Church Zion Electrical Road are also progressing with total ongoing works in Otupa, Ilaje, and SL Road. Just these 3 local governments valued about 96 billion 805 million naira.
Governor Aid Datua noted that the seal of the administration to education, infrastructure, development, youth empowerment, among others, has placed the state on high pedestal.
The Akure Township Stadium was rehabilitated. The ultra-modern judiciary complex along Oba Road is under construction, and the Urban Council Secretariat in Alabaka was completed and commissioned. Progress continues on the Laje Industrial Hub with private-public partnership arrangement, finalized and coastal land secure for refinery and related facilities within the Sunshine Free Trade Zone. With the project now in its implementation stage, work in 2026 will focus on regulatory approvals, financing, and site preparation to unlock significant employment and revenue opportunities. In water and rural infrastructure development, significant achievements were recorded in expanding access to safe and reliable water. Water scheme in Okego, Obaboko, Idoabi, Otuopa, Ilutitun, Araronio were rehabilitated, while schemes in the Warrioka and Vela Borehole were restored. The rehabilitation of the Owena multipurpose dam and the Owena Ondo water supply scheme is ongoing, and will ultimately serve 6 local government areas of the Central Secular Districts. Complementing these are rural access and marketing program projects that deliver 386 kilometers of upgraded rural roads, numerous culverts, and drainage structures across 18 local government areas. This is enhancing mobility, supporting agriculture, and improving resilience to seasonal flooding.
He said the main focus of the budget will be the provision of an enabling environment.
The government policy thrusts and priorities for the 2026 fiscal year are designed to focus on deepening reforms and accelerating development through the following strategic approaches. 1. The policy thrust of sustained food security and agricultural transformation, and these will be pursued by strengthening agricultural value chains, mechanization, and agro-processing. We're going to support smallholder farmers with inputs, finance, and climate-smart practices. Secondly, human capital development and skill enhancement is one of our policy thrusts for this year. This will be pursued by investing in quality education, healthcare, and vocational training. We expand youth empowerment and digital skill development initiatives. 3. Infrastructural expansion and modernization.
An active socio-economic environment that will ensure job creation for the people of Ondo State.
Agriculture and rural market development. Mr. Speaker, to boost agricultural output, the state government secured 26,000 hectares of land and allocated funds for agricultural development. Rural markets in Dori, Ilerutu, Okeko, and Laje were upgraded under RAP, while construction of a modern farmers market along Ondo Road in Akure is underway to promote local production and reduce food imports. Through the L-Press project, livestock productivity is being strengthened, while over 2 million cocoa seedlings were distributed to farmers to enhance export capacity and increase farmers' income. In electrification and power sector development, Mr. Speaker, we improve energy access by initiating procurement for Oda-Tiwa prepaid meters at subsidized rates and revive the long-abandoned 30 megawatt power plant, which is now fully operational. Off-grid power supply was expanded with solar mini-grids in 30 communities. 14 already functioning and supplying 394 kilowatts, while transmission capacity increased through the completion of the Oderinje and Obaile stations. The State Electricity Bureau issued key licenses, including 25 megawatt generation approval to wind energy, 50 megawatts to advanced power and meter, and an off-grid distribution license to Flux Gen Nigeria Limited in Akure. The Bureau is also licensing additional mini-grid developers to extend reliable power to underserved communities and enhance industrial growth. Environmental management and disaster or fraud, if you like, preparedness. Mr. Speaker, to mitigate flooding and erosion, dredging of waterways and canals commencement in high-risk communities, we have been receiving accolades from the land. We have been receiving accolades across the land for not recording any major disaster this year as a result of flooding. This is the power of being proactive and being deliberate.
Governor Aiyedatiwa commended the stakeholders for their maximum support in the outgoing year and contributions during the 2026 budget consultation, which has successfully enriched the process. In his remarks, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Olamide Oladiji, said the budget will be given due consideration. Honorable Olamide commending Governor Aiyedatiwa for working hard, formulating policies and programs that would improve the living standard of the people and his fatherly role.
I extend my heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency Governor Aiyedatiwa for presenting this 2026 budget proposal in a timely manner and allow this honorable house to conduct a thorough scrutiny of the financial document. Your leadership style has been exemplary, and we appreciate your unwavering support to this assembly since your adoption of office. Your commitment to peace, stability, and progress has created an enabling environment for us to work together seamlessly. I particularly want to thank the governor for the recent approval of the consolidated legislative salary structure policy for the staff. This gesture demonstrates your commitment to the welfare of the bureaucracy and the political class. We are grateful, sir. And assure you that this will boost the productivity and dedication of our staff. To my distinguished colleagues, I thank you all for your unflinching support and cooperation at all times. Your willingness and ability to resolve disagreement amicably, especially this recent one that erupted among us, is a testament to the commitment to the progress of our state. I appreciate your trust and confidence in my leadership. In as much as we are living being and cohabiting, we are bound to disagree and agree. In all that happened, I know it was for the betterment of our dear states. The interest of the state is always paramount. May I therefore use this opportunity to once again to appreciate the governor, His Excellency Dr. Aiyedatiwa, of his quick intervention and fatherly help in resolving Mr. Governor, sir, I am grateful for your positive disposition towards civil situation and returning a lasting peace to this honorable house. Thank you, sir.
And while giving the vote of thanks, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Ololade Gbegudu, applauded Governor Lucky Rimisoaida for his unwavering commitment to the good people of Ondo State. Honorable Gbegudu also thanked the stakeholders for their support.
We are pushing the end of the year. Thank God Almighty, life of our leader, the governor of Ondo State, Dr. Lucky Rimisoaida. Our leader, your leader, the leader of all of us in Ondo State. I thank you for what you have been doing, the steadfastness, the infrastructural strides you have bedded in Ondo State. And I used to say that at the end of your first 4 years, Ondo State will be known as a bastion of infrastructural strength in the whole of the country. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Yes, and that's it. Just watched what really went down there at the Ondo State House of Assembly in Alagbaka, Akure, Ondo State. And you know what? The governor, in his response, said something. He emphasized that the 2026 budget is crafted to consolidate ongoing reforms while accelerating growth across critical sectors. And of course, he also noted that despite economic headwinds nationwide, Ondo State remains committed to fiscal responsibility, infrastructure renewal, agricultural expansion, human capital development, and improved service delivery. And that's how much we can take today on the program Sunshine Diary on Osrc Television. Do join us again next time for another beautiful edition. My name is Oyewumi Ayinibera. Catch you some other time. Bye for now.